name's Stan Bond. I'm the director of the Phillips Petroleum Company Museum, located in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. This museum was opened in 2007, and it covers the history of Phillips Petroleum Company from the beginning of the company in 1917 through 2002 when it merged with Conoco to become ConocoPhillips. Frank grew up in Iowa. He was initially a barber, and actually when he moved to Oklahoma in 1905, he came here initially to be a banker, but then he caught the oil fever himself and began to explore for oil, and he hit his first gusher, the Anna Anderson No. 1, about 3 miles north of Dewey. After that, he hit his next 80 straight, and Phillips Petroleum is off and running. The name Phillips 66 it actually kind of derived, it was quite by accident. Initially, Route 66 was being built across the middle part of the United States, first major highway that connected Chicago to Los Angeles, and Phillips was growing up around that area, but management hesitated to tie themselves to one particular road. They were having a board meeting, and so one of the drivers went to pick up one of the board members, and they were on Route 66, and the director remarked to the driver, he goes, "This car goes like 60 miles an hour on our new gasoline," and the driver said, "60 nothing, we're doing 66. And so they got back to the meeting and they all talked about it, and it just kind of had a catchy sound to it, and Phillips 66 was born. Phillips was a very family company, and Frank felt, he believed that, and he treated his employees like family, treated them very well. They worked hard, they played hard, they developed their first basketball team, which later became the Phillips 66ers, which was a forerunner to the NBA. A lot of the top players of the nation would come to work for Phillips, and other companies play in the Industrial League basketball. I would say my favorite part of the museum is the aviation section. It's pretty fascinating. Phillips was big in aviation long before it was big in gasoline. Our first aviation manager actually built his own airplane and flew it, convinced Frank that aviation was the thing of the future, and so they got behind it, and sure enough, they were right. I want people to come here and recognize that it was, this is an Oklahoma company. It started here, it grew here, it developed here, still here, that they made a lot of contributions, not only to the oil industry, but to mankind as well.